Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Meet the Program. We're talking about Stroller Bar today. Hi, everyone. I'm Jess Maurer here with you on behalf of Fit for Mom, talking about all of the amazing things that Stroller Bar has to offer you. And I am with two amazing franchisees here today, Mindy and Natalie. Say hi, ladies.
Hello.
These ladies are going to be answering all of your questions about our infamous Stroller Bar program. The Stroller Bar class is designed to give you a little bit of a cardio push, but then allow for you to really slow things down and move mindfully, allowing for you to find focused movements, allowing you to find calm in the crazy, and allowing for you to bring your kids along for the experience. I can't wait to tell you more about Stroller Bar, but there's no one better to actually tell you all about this program than these two women. So I'm going to jump right in first and foremost, guys, with asking you some questions. So let's get going. Natalie, for you first, I would love to know, as a Stroller Bar leader, what is your favorite aspect of the program?
So my first profession in life was as a professional ballet dancer. So I love Stroller Bar for the ballet aspect. I love that it incorporates ballet moves, but in a way that any mom can do, because we always get that question of like, do I have to have dance experience to take a bar class? And I love telling them no. No, you do not. Please come take it. And I just like that, yeah, it has that ballet aspect involved and they don't have any dance experience and they can come and kind of integrate those ballet-esque moves into their workout.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to describe it, ballet-esque. So the amazing thing about, yeah, ballet-esque, I feel like we're gonna have to use that. The amazing thing about our bar program is that it's really built upon the foundation of ballet, Pilates, and yoga, and how we can merge all of those things together in a really fun fitness way. So you don't have to have a tutu or point shoes. You don't need to know anything about yoga to be able to participate in this program. You just have to be able to come together with your community of moms and have a little bit of fun during this stroller focused workout. Now, Mindy, what about you? As a Stroller Bar leader, what's your favorite aspect of the program?
I love that Stroller Bar gives us a chance to slow down while being intentional with all of our movements. All the exercises that we do in Stroller Bar are all very controlled and they're very intentional, and they seem to get down into muscle groups that maybe we haven't worked in a while or forgot that we have. And also the fact that baby comes along with us, that just makes it so much better.
Yep, absolutely. And the amazing thing about Fit for Mom is that we have programs for all ages and stages of motherhood. So you've got your little one in a stroller can absolutely come along and join you for Stroller Bar. Even if you're prenatal, you're pregnant, and you're expecting your next little one for the future stroller, you can definitely come and enjoy this class as well. With Fit for Mom, we have programs that are stroller based and are mom only. So you can check out all of the offerings that we have at a location nearby you by going to fitformom.com to learn more about what's a stroller program and what's a mom focused program. All right, so Mindy, I'd love for you to tell us what components have really benefited your moms, the moms you lead in class, the most.
I think what we hear from our moms in our Stroller Bar classes is that they really appreciate the mindfulness of the program, to just telling moms to be very mindful and very intentional with all of the movements that they're doing. And it supports, like you said, both the prenatal body and the postpartum body. So it really, any stage of motherhood, this is a great program that it's great for. And when you coach them with intention, it just helps them to know more of what their body is capable of doing, which I think is important to remind moms, because I think they have a tendency to forget how strong that their bodies are.
Oh, that's such a great point. We think that coming back from pregnancy or going into pregnancy, we can't recognize our body and the strength that it really has. And this is a really wonderful program to be able to empower moms of all ages and stages to feel that inner strength through all of these movements. What about you, Natalie? What about your moms in Richmond? What do they love most about Stroller Bar?
Yeah, I mean, I would ditto everything Mindy said. I think what's really special about Stroller Bar that we kind of find in that program and not in some of our other ones, especially like a stroller-friendly one, like stroller strides, is the ability to really focus in on that mind-body connection. Like Mindy said, to slow down and work with intention. And, you know, they still get the cardio kick that they get from shoulder strides. So they still, like, I know a lot of moms like really want to make sure they've got that full like aspect in a class, the cardio, the strength, the core, everything. So they still get all of that. But in those strength training moments, it's more intentional. It's slowed down. You're working, like you said, Mindy, like smaller muscle groups that later they're like, holy cow, I didn't know that I could be sore there, you know? And I think what's awesome is you can see the moms, like when they start to get into this posture and start to become aware of how, like you said, Mindy, again, like how their body moves, you can literally see them like lengthening and standing taller. Their posture is already changing just in that hour class. And I think, you know, that's just like the physical side, but what you get in terms of like mentally from lengthening out, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but when you stand taller and you feel lengthened, you feel prouder, you feel more confident, you feel more enabled. And then I think the moms just leave with this like better sense of confidence and empowerment in a bar class.
That's awesome. And what about you as a mama, Natalie? What did you felt like you've really benefited the most from this class?
Again, it's the calming down. I think, you know, as moms, like it doesn't matter how many kids you have. It doesn't matter if you are a stay-at-home mom or a working mom, whatever, we are go, go, go all the time, right? It's always a million things we're thinking about. We're multitasking, and to be in a class that you have the ability to bring your kid to, you know, and they can be with you. My kiddo's 11, so he doesn't come with me to class anymore. But when he did, you know, the ability to still find that inner focus and connect to me, and in that connection that I find within myself, it makes me stronger as a mom. Like, so I can fulfill those needs in all the other roles that I play in life by finding that deep connection to myself, if that makes sense.
That does make perfect sense. And what both of you guys have done such a beautiful job at relaying is the stroller bar class isn't about how many reps can you fit in. And a lot of our other programs are. It's a race to the finish line. But that's not what this program is. This program is instead of how can you give me the best amount of reps in this time? Instead of it being a rush, it's instead about really turning inward and focus on your total body strength. What about you, Mindy? What do you find is the best from a mama perspective for yourself for this program?
Oh my gosh. Well, of course, the slowing down. I mean, moms are just go, go, go. It doesn't matter what age your kids are, even when they're tiny babies and they aren't going anywhere, you're going everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. But I think also for me is that with this class, we coach so much to the posture and just, you know, shoulders and not hunching over, which as moms, we're always hunched over our babies. If you're a working mom, you're hunched over your desk. So for me with this class, I find myself just being very cognizant of my posture and just how I'm standing and how I'm sitting and engaging my core and keeping it all strong. And just like you said, Natalie, it then affects the rest of your day. I mean, you feel that much stronger, you feel that much more confident, and your day just goes better.
Yes, and posture is such a big thing that we deal with having issues in mom life, whether we're in the mom posture with the kid on the hip, or we notice that we lean forward or back. This is one of those classes that really brings you back to your center in more ways than one. What about leading the class from an instructor point of view, Natalie? What's your favorite part of class to actually lead mamas through?
I mean, I love the whole class, but I really like leading the warm-up, which I don't know, there's something about the warm-up, I think because the start of class feels exactly like a shoulder strides class, right? The moms show up, we circle up, they've got their kids with them, there's the chit chat, the banter, the this, the that, and you kind of start in a very similar way with, you know, ankle rotations or whatever, and a question of the day, like we do at shoulder strides. So there's that mom to mom connection already happening. And then you start to transition into getting them into rotation. And they're like, oh, hang on, like, what's happening here? Like, what do you mean rotate? Like, you know, so they start rotating, you start to talk about their posture, and you start getting them to like hold their arms in positions that might feel a little foreign to them if they've never done stroller bar. And immediately the focus changes, right? So you see this like, oh, okay, hold on, like we're shifting focus. I'm doing something a little bit different now. And I just like that it's like kind of exciting. It sounds kind of silly to say that, but it's kind of exciting because you see them like shift that focus and kind of like focus back in on you, right? And it's like, oh, okay, what am I meant to be doing here? How do I do this? Okay, my body's moving differently. And, you know, as the instructor and leading the class, you're then encouraging them, yes, you're standing taller. Do you feel that? You know, and you're encouraging them to hold their arms. Like, imagine you're holding a beach ball in front of your body, like all these fun things that you can kind of add in to get them moving in that way. And I just like that it's like sets the class up. So right there, they're like, oh, okay, here we go. This is different. I'm ready for it. Just fun.
I love it. There's a magic in the details, magic in the little moments. What about you, Mindy? What's your favorite part to lead as an instructor?
So I'll take the end of the class. Natalie likes the beginning, and not just because it's the end of the class. Stroller Barre ends with a flow and go sequence. If people are familiar with stroller strides, they know we usually end with some core work. Stroller Barre, you've been working your core the entire class. So we end with the flow and go, which is the yoga inspired movement. And it's just nice to see mom, to be able to encourage mom that take these last few moments for yourself. This is where we're gonna honor our body. We're gonna honor the work that you just did. You're gonna do some stretching and some relaxing. Maybe baby's fussing in the stroller, it's fine. They're going to have your attention for the rest of the day. Right now, concentrate on yourself, focus inward, and it just gives them a moment to just reprieve and just to be proud of themselves for what they did in the previous hour. And, you know, and I think that helps to carry their mood throughout the day.
That's such a great point of really bringing it back home to that calmness of the mindful intention and movement. And in fact, if you want to try out one of those flow and goes, we have a 10-minute flow and go that you can try. All you have to do is leave us a comment below in this video, and we'll make sure to send you a link from our YouTube channel from that flow and go series that we did last week. So ladies, as we wrap it up, I would love just to know, starting with Mindy, what do you think mamas are really searching for and needing right now?
Connection. Absolutely. I mean, how disconnected have we been these past 2 years? And then you've got especially new moms that have just been in their house with their little babies. I think we're all just really aching for connection. And so, you know, to encourage moms that may be a little, I mean, I know before COVID, it was nerve-wracking getting out of the house with the baby. You know, I encourage moms to just get their courage up and come on out and just connect with moms, because you'll feel so much better just connecting with somebody else who knows what you're going through.
Absolutely. Connection and community. I loved courage. You know, so many C words that were in there with such goodness. Natalie, what do you find that moms are really searching and in need for right now?
Yeah, same thing. I feel like a lot of the moms, especially who had babies during the like height of the pandemic, we're seeing a lot of them now coming to class, feeling comfortable, feeling ready, and really needing to make new friends. And the fact that they can make those friends through Fit for Mom is pretty special. And then I think on top of that, kind of like the accountability, right? So to know like someone's expecting me, my friend's going to be there, or even the instructor knows I'm coming. And I think it gives them, it's like it takes some of the hard work and the decisions off of their plate. Like we've had to make so many decisions about so many things. And I think it's so great when someone signs up for a Fit for Mom membership or a pass and they enroll ahead of time for those classes, and then they stick to it. And they're like, okay, like they're expecting me, I'm just going to go. It's not even a question anymore. Like, and they're my village, they're my people. I think as well, like we talk about Stroller Barre as, you know, the moms with the young babies. I've been trying to encourage some of my moms who have kids in school, but are working from home and have flexible hours to come to stroller classes. Because they'll ask me like, well, that's a great time, but I don't have a little one that I can come with. And I'm like, that's okay. We're still your village. We're still your people. Bring an empty stroller or don't bring one at all. Like I said, like I have an 11-year-old. I don't take a kiddo with me when I go to class anymore. And I still get a great workout in, and I get to be with my people. So I think that, yeah, I just think that community and connection is just so important right now.
I think that's a beautiful answer. We at Fit for Mom are for all ages and stages of motherhood, whether you've got a little one in the stroller, one on the way, or one that's 11 years postpartum, whatever it happens to be. We've got a space for you here at Fit for Mom, franchises across the nation. So to find a location near you that's offering Stroller Bar or any of our other amazing programs like Stroller Strides, Body Boost, Run Club Plus, or Strides 360, and the infamous and one of my favorites, Body Ignite, take it over to fitformom.com, type in your zip code, and we will connect you to the closest location. If there's not one in your nearby area, then you can always reach out to us at info@fitformom.com and open up your own Fit for Mom location. That way you can have a village for your community and for all the moms around you. From everyone here at Fit for Mom Home Office, thank you guys for joining in and chatting with us today so that you got to know Stroller Bar a little bit more. Natalie and Mindy, thank you guys so much for joining me as well. They're going to take it over to Facebook and leave us their comments for their email addresses. So if you're in their area, you'll be able to reach out and connect with both of these two amazing women and go take their programs and their classes as well. Again, we at Fit for Mom, thank you for your time. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.